I think
Right, I'm just going to share it quickly while we are waiting. How is everyone?
good. I'm good.
All good?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm good
I'm
as
good.
well. Go on,
I've
Tim.
got me wine. I'm fine.
Got me
Please,
wine.
please, everybody, don't fight at the start. Don't worry. Hi, Nigel. I'm glad that you can hear us.
Hello.
Awesome, you're from the North Pole. Awesome, that's what I like. That's what I like. So, guys, I just want to point out, right, there's a tour I am going on 2026 in Ireland. It's a basically 10-day,
Oh, yeah, I
9-night
saw that.
sort of thing. So what I'll do is, guys, I will put the link in the description if anyone's interested in going. Now there is spaces still going for this year for October. What I will do also is I will put in the email address for May. So if you guys are interested in going, I will repeat this at the end of the show in case there's more people that come in that's interested in going. Definitely. But yeah, and that's where we're at. That's where we're at, guys. So I'm looking forward to that. So that gives me something to look forward to. And to be fair, I've never ever did a tour or did anything, so this is quite a big thing for me. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. And for what you get, honestly, guys, it's well worth it. It's just basically like going on holiday abroad. So it will be really, really good. So tonight we are talking cryptids. Now I'm going to be really honest, guys. I am Hi Tracy.
Hi.
Thanks Nigel. You're a babe. I'm going to be really honest, right? I am semi-skeptical on cryptids, and cryptids is not really my thing that I would say that I'm into. Hi Terry, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Because
Terry, it's Tracy's
I've
husband.
oh, Mr. and Mrs. we've got in. I'm not really. I wouldn't really say that I'm in the cryptid side of things, and I think in the paranormal and the supernatural, we are all quite skeptical on something.
Yeah.
And mine's just happens to be cryptids. But here's the thing: I'm more skeptical about some cryptids than I am others. When it comes to Bigfoot and the Skinwalker, I'm quite a believer in they two, right? And people are going to laugh. And I'd just like to point out before I even go here that it is not anything to do with the fact that I'm Scottish. It's just or Scotland. But I'm very, very sceptical. Lynn's laughing already.
Yeah.
I am very skeptical on Nessie. And people ask me why I'm so skeptical on Nessie. I just don't think there's enough evidence to prove that Nessie exists. Now you've got that gentleman Steve Felton. Now this is just my opinion, guys. I'm not causing any offence. You have Steve Felton out there now. Give him all that man's credit. That man's gave up his work, his house. He's sold them, and obviously quit his job. He has went and lived by Loch Ness for many years. Now, if my mind serves me right, I'm sure Jacqueline says that gentleman's been there maybe in the range between maybe 25 to 30 years. Because Jacqueline can remember him.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I think if that gentleman has lived there for that long, right, this is kind of another point of mine. if that gentleman's lived there that long, there would be enough evidence by now to support to say that he's seen Nessie, or maybe there's been some sort of sighting, but you never ever hear it. You never ever hear it. I've never seen it on the news. I've never seen it talked about in the paranormal world. Now, the papers are starting to talk about paranormal stuff, because there's quite a few papers that I've read that have brought up paranormal. They've brought up cryptids. They've even TV programs are beginning to have people on their show. Right, fair enough. There's people talking about getting married to ghosts and everything else, but we'll leave that one alone. We'll not touch that with a large pole. But surely by now, right, if there was some sort of evidence to suggest that Nessie was real, we would hear about it by now. He would be in the newspapers, he would be on the TV. Surely, I'm not slating the man. If anything, I've got full respect for that man giving up his life and everything to do that, right? But then, I suppose people that are sitting listening to me could turn around and say, well, people would say that about us as paranormal investigators, us that go and look for spirits and ghosts and things like that, which I totally respect. That is totally fine. But that's just my opinion on Nessie. I just don't think there's enough evidence. Whilst when you look at Bigfoot, I'm going to use Bigfoot as prime example. I have listened to many stories of where people have seen Bigfoot. They've found like shapes in their feet and the woodlands and the mountains and everything else. And that's great, and I love listening to stories of that. But I just yoo-hoo! Hey Lorna. But I'm just, as I said, when it comes to certain cryptids, I just don't think that there's enough evidence. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does
but
make
you
sense.
Guys, what's your opinion, guys?
Right, my opinion, this Steve guy, I remember watching him years ago, 20 odd years ago, and they'd done a documentary. And they were following him on his, he was doing like experiments on his boat, and he'd be going up and down the loch.
Yeah.
Throwing sound waves out to see what he could get back. I did watch that. I watched that years ago. Because we were talking about it before, and it's starting to come back a bit to me now. But my opinion is, as you know, Willow, Loch Ness, it goes to like canals underground which go out to the North Sea. It's easy for either other not whales, like dolphins, they could come up, seals could come up. But the thing, you've got to think of it like this. You've got a beautiful lake. I went up there in April, the end of April. I went up for a little holiday that you're going to Ireland, but I went to Scotland, right, with my sister. And when we went to Loch Ness, it was very calm, very nice. But you think, right, if you've got this monster there, right, is it a plant eater? Is it eating all the plants out of the lake, the loch? Is it a fish eater?
Yeah.
Has it ate all the fish there? So what's it breeding with? It's got to breed. It's got to go on. It's got to have babies. It can't just live on its own forever and ever, amen, can it? Yeah. So you've got to look at the evidence for that. But at the moment, it's most probably a creature that's come through them canals, underground tunnels, which has brought them to the loch. And it's come round, had a nosy. We get it up here where I live on the River Dee. We are on the estuary by the sea, right? So they're coming in. We sometimes get a lot of porpoise up there. and we get lots of seals, and every now and again we get a little whale which has been sort of stuck on the sandbanks. They get stuck. Not very often, but they do wander in. They come in and have a look. You know, they come in and have a look and have a nosy round, then they go back out again.
Oh.
One was maybe 15 years ago, which didn't go away for about 2 or 3 days because it liked it. It liked it down here, and they called it Dave. It made papers. Yeah, Dave. It does. So there's always something like that. There's always a normal answer, you know, a down-to-earth normal answer for that. I might be wrong, but who am I? I'm just knowing what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've watched, what I've read, what people have found, and I'm reading all this. Hi, Marie. And, you know, that's where the Loch Ness Monster stands with me. Very beautiful loch. It's stunning scenery, but it's open for a lot of debate. But bless the people up there. It's brought a lot of tourism to the area.
Exactly.
It's brought a lot of money in. Even if there was never ever one, it's great to get up there and see what the Scottish people have to offer in that area. It's a stunning place, absolutely stunning. You know, you could melt into all of that. It's beautiful. But anyway, that's my side. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's done for tourism. Obviously, the thing that a lot of the sightings could be logs and such. When a pine tree comes down, and they're all round there, aren't they? They sink because they're heavy with the. They're heavy with sap. You know, they bleed the sap. But air bubbles are trapped in there, and as it rots, it comes up to the surface quickly and pops out like out of the when it rises up. So you might get a branch come up, and then it sits there, and But I'm open minded with Nessie. You know,
I just fancy the point
it's deeper than the North Sea.
Yeah,
it's really, really deep.
The other problem you've got as well is the fact that it was declared that Nessie was spotted again in 2021. It was apparently drone footage had appeared showing a long-necked animal beneath Loch Ness. Now, bearing in mind it's a 22 square mile, 56 kilometres lake, and you just think to yourself, even if there was drone footage to say that there's Nessie, even though it's now been proven to be a hoax, right? This is the problem that you've got, right? Now, with drones, they're good things. They're pests, but they're good things, right? Even if that, it's easy to sit and debunk and say, well, as you're saying, it could be a log, it could be this, it could be anything. And the first modern sighting that there's supposed to be in Nessie is back in 1933. But again, it's all different. It's almost like Chinese whispers. You know, the descriptions change all the time. Things change all the time. And it's even been said that Nessie could turn out to be like many moons ago, a dinosaur, an ex-dinosaur. You know, it could. And then you've got other people who say no, it's a big giant eel. And it's things like that, but it's almost like Chinese whispers. I'll quickly go into the comments. I haven't heard of any sightings in the UK, Bigfoot or Squatch, but do believe they do exist. Pickle Tom! I hope you brought my friend tonight.
Noreen,
Hi, Noreen. Terry says, Tracy says, Terry remembers that one. Hey, Holly, I hope you're staying safe, and I hope everybody who's affected by the hurricane in
Yeah.
Florida is staying safe. My thoughts, obviously, with you guys in Florida. Lorna says, yes, I believe there is more than one Nessie. By sightings by others, it looks of prehistoric origin. Hey, Tom. I'm still really kind of on the fence. I'm sceptical in a way with Nessie. Lorna, I'm going to invite Eric and Rita to the small village of Doors and sit outside the doors in you in Loch Ness. The tourist industry, not the tourist, I feel have ruined the legend. I really do think it's like anything else. It's like when people promote things that happen in their town too much, they tend to take everything too far. It's like Nessie, there's toys, you can get dish towels, you can get cups, you can get key rings, you can get the full shebang. Now,
money, yeah.
I kind of, yeah, it's kind of like when people have such things like folklores or urban legends, they use it as a way to make money and it boosts their town. And like Loch Ness, I'm sure it's a really, really beautiful place. But I can imagine, Lorna, it is very ruined with the fact that people are promoting. And there is a certain investigator who I will not name because I'm not even giving them airtime, but who was trying to debunk Nessie himself. And it's just like, wow. Have made it cartoonish, they'd certainly have. And Hollis, people saw something a few days after Lynn and I was there. People see everything all the time when it comes to Nessie. And that's not me being rude. It's just like, you hear it all the time. Good luck to debunking Lois. Hi, exactly. Now,
Yeah.
Tim, I know you're into cryptids, and I know that you're part of a a Bigfoot team. And I know that you've had yourself personal experience. Would you like to share that with everyone?
Yeah, I am with the UK Bigfoot research team. You've probably seen Daniel Barnett. There's actually been DNA evidence proof of an unknown primate in this country. It's been proven that they've got DNA evidence of an unknown primate species in this country. So that's that on its own is mind blowing. And Daniel actually discovered that. He found a 15-inch footprint down in Somerset, and they did. It was all sent off, and the evidence come back as unknown primate. Now you can't debunk DNA.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm just testing out something for Tim. I can do it, Tim. No problem.
Anyway, yeah. So I've always been a big believer in it. I hate the term Bigfoot. It's like it's an American term for Bigfoot. I like Sasquatch better, which is Native American. But in Britain, we've had our Bigfoot is woodwows. They're called woodwows, and the woodwows has been seen in the UK countryside since they started recording history, and it still is today. And I believe there is something there. There's been some footage that I filmed. I didn't even know I'd filmed it at the time. We was out investigating down a place near me called Delaphrey Abbey, which is an amazing. Pardon?
Would you like me to bring it up for you? Tell me when you're ready, Maestro.
What you showing first? The video or the
You
poster?
listen. You're the gaffer. You tell me what I'm showing first.
Yeah, put up the video then. Put up the video and we'll watch it and then we'll have a look. But is there any way you can zoom in on it, or is it just going to be as it is? Because if people are looking at it on a phone and they won't see it, they won't see it.
Right, oh my God, my ugly mug coming up first. You give me 2 seconds, my love, and I will jump in. Timothy, where are you? There you are.
Are you just holding your phone up against the screen?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, you won't see it on there, love. No, it's too shiny.
Stay there.
No. No, you can't see it.
At the top by the green.
No, I can't see it on that. No.
Oh, I tell you what, you can see your second picture, but oh, Jesus Christ, Lois, you're fucking useless.
Yeah, that was it. But when the video, that's the thing that was there. Yeah, this strange.
It looks like an old man with a cap on.
But on the video, it's there. I didn't see it at the time. It's there, and it seemed it because there's a big drop where it is behind it. It drops down to a stream.
Right.
I didn't see it when I was walking around. We was investigating because it's a phenomenal place. It's full of activity, full pet cemeteries and everything. Anyway, right behind where that thing is there, it drops right down. Now, to be standing there, that thing's big. I didn't see it at the time. Got home and we did our I got home and I always look at my footage later and there it was. But you need to look at the video. If Nick comes on later, perhaps he'll be able to put it on. But
I've actually brought it in closer.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. We went back the next day. We went back the next day. Have you got the other photo, Lo?
Yep, honey, I've got it. I'm here at photo 2.
Send it over to me now, and I'll
zoom it in. Zoom the phone. Now you can see the gap where that thing was. There's nothing there. We went back the next morning and took some measurements, and with my son-in-law, who's 6'2", and we put him down in that dip, and you can't see him. So it was a strange thing. It really was. I'd love people to actually see the actual video of it moving, and it kind of melts away into the distance. But now
if my Maestro comes on, I'll get him to.
I did send it to him, but I haven't heard whether he never replied or whether he'd seen it or not. I don't know. But it was an amazing thing. Now I think these things possibly could exist because, for one thing, there's around 5 million deer in this country, and they're elusive. You might see one at night. You see a dead one on the side of the road. Yeah. But you don't see 5 million. You don't see them. You don't see all these deer running around unless you go out into Scotland on the hills and go looking for herds. But even in England, there's 4 million deer of different species that are very, very elusive. So in England, only 8% of England is urbanised. 8%. So there's a lot of countryside out there for these things to be hiding in, and they've had thousands of years to learn their craft.
Yeah.
And they've evolved. They've evolved as you know, as the buildings have come, they've evolved and adapted, and they're experts at hiding, like the deer and the other animals.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite
Yeah.
possible that they're out there, and a lot of theories are that they're not even a living thing. They're interdimensional because
See,
they've found footprints, 15-inch footprints in the snow, and they suddenly disappear. There's one print, two print, and then they're gone. They just disappear. So a lot of theories are that they're interdimensional, or they're living, breathing creatures.
Oh. I'm going quickly. Sorry, on you go, sweetheart.
They're discovering new species every day of creatures, aren't they, all over the world?
Yeah. Oh,
So
God, I look
I
at
think
them.
it's quite feasible.
2 minutes, no going to comments, guys. Holly says she wasn't happy. We have the Swampy, our own Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Lorna says, "Oh wow, Tim, I haven't heard that. I've heard the DNA being done and it was part human, part unknown." Lorna says it is beside the tree behind the bushes.
yeah,
And Noreen says, "I wonder if they're interdimensional and that's why they're so elusive."
yeah. Possible.
Here's
Like
the thing.
Dogman, yeah.
Like Dogman's another good one as well. There's that many, to be honest. But like yourself, I'm always very curious about when you're talking about interdimensional. I'm kind of sitting here thinking of Skinwalker Ranch, and
Mm.
I am quite fascinated with Skinwalker Ranch at the fact of, like, what fascinates me is I watched that TV program when they were doing Skinwalker Ranch, and there's a lot on there that it's hard to debunk, and it's hard to. It's kind of, some of it was kind of jaw dropping. I think the one for me, and this is what I've spoke about in many shows, is the one where they filled the hole full of water, and I think there was about 45,000 gallons of water, and it evaporated quickly, and you just can't debunk something like that. You think to yourself, where would 45 go that fast?
Yeah.
The other thing that you've got to take into consideration was that people became seriously ill on Skinwalker Ranch. One, actually, his head blew up that big.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Other bands have complained of radiation. And there's I find Skinwalker Ranch really, really interesting. It's one of the places I would love to go and investigate and stay overnight. I would quite happily stay overnight there.
You've just been invited, though. You've just been
invited. Come visit, and I'll take you to Skinwalker Ranch. Holly,
can I come as well?
me.
I'm coming.
Of course. And Lynn's coming too. We might as well make it an all day. Come on.
I tell you what, I saw there's, if anyone knows Paul Sinclair's amazing. It's called Truth Proof. Have you ever seen any of those?
No.
And not so long back, he invented. I can't even speak now. Not enough wine. Hang on.
Just you have a wine with all that stress?
He interviewed Robbie Williams. See Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I think I may have.
It's a fantastic video, and a DJ. I can't remember the DJ's name.
Yep.
It was a fabulous interview. The things Robbie Williams. See, I wasn't a fan of him. I always thought he was a big-headed little twat, to be honest. but I changed my mind. What a lovely guy.
He was really good. In fact, he was on a documentary. There's a documentary. It wasn't a TV series. It was a documentary about Skinwalker Ranch, and
He
he
was
was
on it, yeah.
part of it. And he was
This is
part of it, and I found that one really, really interesting, and really
yeah.
good.
This was what I was leading up to. It's
You just
Paul
tell me,
Sinclair.
shut up, Lois.
No. Paul Sinclair, he's fabulous. He lives up near Benton, and because we all know Benton's cliffs, and that is prime place for all these things.
Yeah.
Dames Dyke and what have you. But yeah, he interviewed Robbie, and the things Robbie's seen since he was a little boy, and
Yeah.
just the manners of the man were amazing, and he was so good. It's such a great, it's truth proof. Robbie Williams, have a look at it. It's a fabulous interview, and
See,
like you said, Lo, he went to Skinwalker. Yeah,
he did. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what? It was actually, I love sitting watching on documentaries on Amazon.
Yeah.
You get really, really good documentaries,
Yeah.
especially on ufology and
Yeah.
conspiracies and murders and whatever. And as I said, I'm very, very fascinated with Skinwalker Ranch, and I couldn't. Hi,
Oh,
Tam. I
hello.
couldn't. Hello. I couldn't believe it when obviously I seen Robbie Williams. But you think about it realistically, there's stars out there that have taken part in the paranormal. There's stars
Mm,
out there that have took part in like you say, like Skinwalker Ranch. Even like when you look at some of the movie stars like Tom Cruise, who's into Scientology, things like that you think to yourself, people would be back in the day they would be quite ashamed to say they liked all that stuff. But
yeah.
coming in the 21st century, you're seeing it more and more and more. And you're seeing like celebrities who are opening their houses up to paranormal investigation. That guy from Coronation Street, for anybody in America who doesn't know what Coronation Street is, it's a soap in the UK that's been going for, oh my god, for millennium time, even before my
Even before
granny.
I was born.
62, wasn't it, Tim? Something like
I
Yeah.
so one of
Before
the
I was
soap
born, even.
that. Yeah, we had that.
Because I'm nearly an old
I
age pension now.
but you're only 21, Tim. Don't you be kidded.
No, in my head, I'm 8 1/4.
You're 9 3/4. Don't worry about it.
9 3/4.
That's it, my darling. I'll knock it right down for you, right?
No, it's
But
terrible.
it's even shows you how open-minded that celebrities
Yeah,
have
yeah.
are to let paranormal investigators come in the house. But as I was saying, one of the Coronation Street stars had let, I think, is it Help My House
Oh,
Help My House is Haunted.
I didn't
And
know that.
I
Who was
am
it
really,
then?
really sure. I'm really sure it was. It was the Simon. I can't remember the second name, but he plays Steve McDonald in
Oh,
Coronation
right.
Street.
Oh, okay.
He did an episode. I'm sure it was Help My House is Haunted. I'm more than sure. If anybody knows that answer,
Yeah.
please let us know. But definitely, it just shows you how open-minded people are becoming to such things. And
Mm.
I must admit, honestly, I it was never a subject that really, really interested me. But then I'm getting quite more open-minded in what I'm that I'm into. Holly says, "Come on, we'll make a whole thing." Hi, Kate. Everybody check
Hello.
Kate out. Got stories to tell on a Saturday night on Things Network. Hi, Robert. Also check out Robert and Nikki. They've just started out a show as well. They're from Australia. Definitely, guys, check them out. Yep, it was low. Nori says it was. I watched it, and Kate just said, yeah, it was Simon Gregston, Steve McDonald. It's on YouTube
Okay.
as well.
I'll have a search. I'll have a search for that. Yeah.
But it's Kate says, thank you. I'm going to do the show every 2 weeks, I think. Definitely, guys, check her out. Check her out.
She's amazing.
Holly says, you're all breaking up for me.
Oh. Could be the weather. It's the weather.
It could be. Holly, I hope you're staying safe anyway.
Do you know what? Last night, Willow, right? What we done last night when we finished the podcast, I went to bed and I thought about something about getting something. So I went on my phone. Doesn't matter what I done. It went to 3, 4 o'clock this morning. I was still awake. I was up at 5 to go to work, right?
That was too bad, but
I couldn't get on the internet.
Seriously?
Honest to God, let me on. It's like everything could shut down. Everything, but apparently we're waiting for another cyber attack. That's next.
Apparently so. Robert, on you go, my lovely.
I watched last night's show today. It's brilliant. I love Karen. She's great.
Oh, Kate, it was great having Karen on. Do you know what? I've always wanted to have Karen on because I absolutely have known Karen for probably about maybe about 4 or 5 years, maybe just a wee bit more.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted Karen on my podcast. It's just, do you know, guys, in the beginning, I didn't have the bottle to go and ask people to come on and be in my show. And then I kind of got the bottle of, let's just go for it. What's the worst they're going to say? No. That's the worst.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Karen, and I just absolutely love Karen. I've always had respect for her.
Yeah, she's great, isn't she?
I love her mum stories. I absolutely find them hilarious. You can guarantee I am sitting chuckling to myself as soon as she puts up a story about her mum, because her mum is just great. Honestly, I want to strive to get to 96 and be like Karen's mum. Honestly, she's great. Robert says, I hear the show Ghosts is getting an Aussie version. No way, Robert.
Oh,
Noreen says it was a series Celebrity Help My House is Haunted. Thank you, love. The hurricane hit north of me. Scary stuff. Please stay safe. You and Lannon, the Polly, and everyone. But yeah, so I mean, there's other cryptids. You've got Dogman. There's another cryptid as well. You've also got Mothman. Now, when you look at Mothman, you know, Point Pleasant in West Virginia has a museum and a statue and a festival, even a festival to celebrate Mothman. Believers will tell you that the creature's got glowing red eyes. Other massive wings, it's tall, it's vaguely humanoid statue. Not sure about Mothman and etc.
That's the description of this Mothman that people give out. That tells me it's almost on the alien spectrum. Do you know what I mean? It's on that sort of spectrum. That's it's the full description of it and what people draw of it and everything. Whether it's right, we don't know, do we? But if people have witnessed it,
that's right. That's what you got to remember: is people seen these things.
Yeah,
they can't all be lying.
No. It's the same as, see, when people talk about aliens right?
Yeah.
I know I'm going a bit off topic. Mind you, it's full and doing ghouls. You never know what rabbit
Well,
hole will jump down.
I
The
think the
thing about it,
paranormal's all connected. It's all connected anyway.
yeah,
You
I
know, I
think
think it is.
when it comes to aliens, right? What I always say is when people have experiences. Now, I'm going to say no matter whether it's ufology, cryptids, paranormal, supernatural, whatever, right? If so many people are having experiences and everybody's telling the same story, you have to sit and say to yourself, you can't possibly debunk someone telling the exact same story.
No,
Now, if people now, I'm going to take a story that I've read and I've seen, right, and I've heard accounts of. There was three men that went on a fishing boat trip to they were in the middle of a lake. Obviously, they've seen something bright shining above,
I know this story, yeah.
and, and
yeah,
then in their reconstruction and in their accounts, when they looked up, next thing all they could remember was being back in the boat, lost missing time. Now, the three of them never told each other the stories about what was happening. So they had dreams and recounts of what was happening. Now, when the three of them all sat down and spoke about it, bear in mind that these people have 10 lie detector tests
yeah,
and they're being founded to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Their account all blends in the same way. There's no inconsistencies. And for them to actually go out their way to do a lie detector test to prove that what they were saying was true, and for them to pass that
yeah,
polygraph, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
yeah, I
Now,
know.
I, I'm a firm believer, and when somebody like tells you the same story without any inconsistencies, then there is going to be all these people who've missing time, all the people that have been abducted by aliens, all the people that, see spirits, whatever, they all can't be lying. Surely, come
No,
on.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Robert says something interesting here, right? And he says if the stories are from different countries, there has to be something to them. Now, I'm a firm
Definitely.
believer. I'm a very firm believer in when you look at the whole planet, and on this planet, you've got like all the different, like you've got all the stuff in Egypt, in Mexico. They've
Yeah,
got all these different places, and they're all the same. The stuff
yeah,
in India, in Thailand, all these palaces and these special places, which have been there for thousands of years,
yeah,
have all
yeah,
got the same.
yeah,
They've all got the same inscriptions on. They're all, and they're all showing the same thing, only in their own language.
yeah.
Now,
yep,
for them to know that, and they were all built around the same time, the pyramids and everywhere else, all around the same time.
On ley
They
lines too.
they couldn't have travelled then. Why? How could they have travelled to the other side? Right? They couldn't have done it. There was no way.
No,
So why
yep,
is it? So there's something there which says it's all connected.
yeah,
Everything is
yep.
connected. The
yeah,
whole
I'm going to quickly get in the comments, guys, because they are building. Lorna says, no sure about the Mothman. Holly says, some think Mothman is a giant eagle. Robert says, crocodiles and kangaroos have red eyes when they pick up a bit of light. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Hey, Samantha! Everybody check out Royal Wolf Whisperers. I'm franchising for them in the UK. These guys are well worth checking out. They are really, really brilliant to work with. Lorna says, hey, sorry, Robert. So that's very true.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
That
absolutely, Robert. Absolutely. And I'm with you there. Absolutely 100%. Yeah.
But it's just, do you know, I'm actually quite enjoying this Cryptids Saturday night. I was a bit, that's not to say that I'm getting converted. I'm just saying that I actually quite enjoyed this one. I grabbed it by the balls and
Yeah,
just done it.
it's fascinating subject.
Chris says aliens advanced civilization before humans to Egypt, India, China, and all over the world. They're stories of the same thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, if you look at the hieroglyphics, when you look at them, there is said to be hieroglyphics where you will see aliens in spaceships.
Yeah.
How the hell would the Egyptians know about the aliens if they didn't exist?
You can only draw something. You can only draw something that you've actually seen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, right? But
that's it. That's absolutely. And it's like,
I'm not laughing at you, Lan. Lolo, you make me howl every time you say cryptid, so I hear is cryptids.
Yes.
Yeah. So where Robert's going on about the Incas and the Toltecs, the Mayans. Now, Robert,
you're damn right.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Robert. Right?
Haven't
they got the red rocks in the middle of Australia? And they got caves in. Have they actually shut it all down because they found inscriptions on there and drawings, which have a scientific basis, which is serious? If I'm wrong, shut me down, Robert, but I think that's right.
Oh, Noreen loves when I say cryptids because it gives her a good giggle. Well, at least I gave you a good laugh on a Friday night. Especially, do you know, there's some words in this, and don't worry, guys, about offending me or whatever, because you know me, I'm very, very thick-skinned. I say that's a job that I had for 18 years, right? So there's some words that I can't say, and I even laugh at myself because I can't even say it. And that's why I see when people come up with strange names for YouTube, Twitch, or whatever, I'm like, oh man, I am not touching that with a 50-foot barge pole. That's why I need my boys here to do my readings for me. Noreen says, you always do, Lo, you lift my spirits. Hey, that's what I'm here for, darling. That's what I'm here. Just you think the best night you've ever had was Cryptids?
Yeah. If you can make one person smile every day, you've done your job.
That's it. Robert says you're right, but they're claiming it's for... You can read that one, because again, I will not be...
Yeah. It says, but they are claiming it's for Aboriginal cultural heritage that they shut down Alaru. But the thing is, another thing there, Robert, right? Don't they shut the Aboriginals down anyway? So why are they trying to hide that? They've got no interest in the Aboriginals, have they? Or am I wrong again? Mark me down if I am. You know?
So, but it's all fascinating subjects. It definitely is.
See, what we've been taught, though, what we've been taught by our ancestors as we've grown up, because our ancestors survived, or we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, Robert says you're right. Yeah. Robert, don't tell Lynn that she's right, because she'll get a big head and I'll not see her again.
I want to anyway.
That's it. Here.
I see now.
Yeah. Chris says, even Bigfoot's meant to be an alien. I had the opportunity to interview Jeffrey Meldrew. He's an expert in Bigfoot. Oh, wow.
See, I've been watching a lot of Bigfoot stuff in the past, and and especially on YouTube, and what I believe personally, might be wrong, but I think they are in and out of different dimensions. These creatures, these giant hairy creatures. I've seen one of them before. Sorry, not made myself laugh there. But these big hairy creatures that they're finding in the forests, right, and they're sort of disappearing. You're that big, you're not going to just disappear. I mean, it's like you say, Tim, all the deer and that round the country, round our country.
Yeah.
But every time these creatures, whether they're half human, half alien, I don't know, when they're appearing, people are finding that they're getting balls of energy. Balls of energy.
Orbs and that,
A big bubble. So what's the big bubble? Is it an energy bubble? Is it something they can? Is it what they're traveling in? You know.
Orbs have been seen a lot around. I mean, I'll actually, if Nick don't come on and show the footage, I'll send it to you, Lynn. My footage.
No, what today? No, what would they? Right, say for talking's sake, Nick doesn't come on. If Nick doesn't come on, there's always next Friday, and we'll carry on a wee bit of this next Friday.
Okay.
What I'll say, wear the notice, because I always say this, and then shit comes up. I don't even know where my books are. Give me 2 seconds, and I'll be back. Now, when I'm away, the cat must not play, so don't you two be up to dodgy while I'm not here.
Bye-bye.
Now, go and get the book.
In the footage I took, Lynn, it's what you just said about interdimensional. This, I mean, I didn't see it at the time, as I said, but it's sort of there, and it sort of melts away, melts off.
I know what you mean.
As it sort of goes down into the dip and gone. It's very, very strange. So I'll send it to you anyway, because we're friends on Facebook, aren't we?
Yeah, I think
I'll send it on Messenger tomorrow so you can have a look. But you must get it big. Put it on the whatever tablet or something rather than your phone, and have a look, because it's amazing. I think. You know, I've been going down this place since I was a little boy. And it was the Battle of Northampton was fought there between the the War of the Roses, and there's loads of spirits there.
Oh, we've got
Pet Cemetery there. It's so active. To go inside and investigate inside, it's been on TV a lot. It's like £900 to rent the place out. You know,
wow.
But the grounds are amazing. There's been there's planes come down in World War II there. There's spirits of RAF pilots and cryptids and gold, you name it, they're there. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. You can feel the energies when you go into the place, you know.
Isn't it funny that you go to certain areas and you can actually? It's like I always wanted to go to Glastonbury Festival. I'd done it once in 2002. I'll never do it again, but it was really exciting. And I spent 40 odd quid a day. I was sort of stoned off everybody else's smoke. I was starving because I don't smoke, but I was starving.
No, I don't smoke. I went there in the 70s, Glastonbury.
But I could feel on the way when you turn off, is it the M4?
M4, M5,
From that point there, the atmosphere, even in the car, because I had my niece and her boyfriend with me, and even then, you could feel a prickly, intense energy.
Yeah.
Sure, it was like going into like this land.
I can't find my book. I'm laughing at Noreen. You've got no chance, Tim. Lo's going to write it down in a book she can't find. How did you know that I couldn't find it? So where's the answer for finding it next week? Cheeky bit.
Yeah,
she must be psychic, or she was sitting there with a timing to see when I'm coming back.
Yeah, so Tim, there's a lot of places which is absolutely full of this energy. So it's capturing things, it's keeping things, it's adding. So where it wasn't before, then it was. Something's happened. It's captured that burst of magnificent energy, and it's there forever. And you can feel it. You can feel it. And my head was going, oh my God, what's going on here? It's just amazing. I've never felt anything as strong as that before.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, amazing stuff.
I'll quickly get into the comments. It talks about a Bigfoot creature with red eyes. Noreen's the same as you, Lynn. Robert says, don't forget that Pine Gap is also in the same state, so they might be hiding the alien stuff. Right, Lorna's asking you a question, Tim. Tim, have you listened to Sirena Sounds? If so, what do you think?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've listened to it. I have heard of the Sierra Sounds, but...
Oh, it's not called Sirena. I've forgotten what it's called now. Samurai Sounds.
I'm gonna have a look. Samurai Sounds.
And then Willow says Polly's name. When I put you in the car speakers, she's heard you and locked her head. Oh, bless. Polly is Holly's service dog. She's a wee cracker. But what I'll definitely do is I'll definitely get if Nick, because what I'll do is I'll wrap the show up in half an hour. If Nick's not in by half an hour, what I'll do is I'll get Nick to show your video at the start of the show next Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a definitely.
I would like everyone. I mean, it's been quite well seen. I mean, like I spoke to earlier, Paul Sinclair. He's had it on his show, and Mick McLaren from Winter Hill Investigations. He's shown it.
Lorna says it is. Sarah Sounds Jeezy Peeps.
It is surround. Yeah, it is. Jonathan Downs. We all know John Downs from Big Cryptid Man from the cryptozoology. He was very intrigued by it. It's quite a. Who's that speaking?
Lynn's like that. Stop, y'all. I'm away for your tape.
Sorry, Lynn.
I didn't mean to. Go
on. That's all right, Lynn. I know you find this podcast boring. I know you're dying to death here. I know.
I love it. I missed you guys last week. I was dying. I was actually dying last week.
Oh, listen, what was I like? I swear to God, people must have thought, what the hell are you doing, Lo? Because I was turning the camera on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. I just want to explain that I had a really bad cold, and I really didn't want to be sitting blowing my nose on a live, so that's how I was like on, off, on, off, on, off.
Well, Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Well, I was coughing all the time, so that would have just got people's nerves.
Listen.
You know, man flu is totally different to what you had.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Tim. I know that you would have been dying because with man flu, it's fatal. It can be fatal.
Yeah, it's comparable to childbirth. It really.
Says who? Tim. Give your head a shake.
All blokes say it's comparable to childbirth. Scientific facts.
What a load of gosh.
What a lot of poppycock.
It is. It's comparable. It's terrible. Ask any man. He'll tell you.
Lorna says man flu equals sniffle.
What? It's a scientific... See, we're talking science.
We are. Yes, we are.
We are.
Google it. Ask Alexa.
Do you know what I'm going...
Ask Alexa, she'll tell you.
Right.
Robert says the dreaded man flu. Do you know what I'm going to do for a laugh, right? and it'll just be pure down to laugh because I like doing these kind of shows. I call it spoof. We look right in the arse, right? I love doing. I'm going to do right the science of man flu as a subject for a giggle, an absolute giggle.
No, but it's not a giggle. It's terrible.
We know.
It's,
We know, my lovely.
it's
Never
well
mind.
known. It's
I
terrible.
know.
Comparable to childbirth, I'm telling you.
Sweetheart, me and Lynn will come and look after you. We'll be your maid. We'll go, yes, Messiah.
So
Whatever.
I can feel it coming on. And I'm nearly got no wine left now.
See, the wine will pick you up.
I'll be sitting here, surrounded by no wine in a minute.
Oh,
Water.
no, he says Tim's scared now.
I've got wine and
Robert,
water as well.
oh my God. Robert says raising the stocks of Kleenex worldwide.
Yes,
Lorna
we're helping the world. We're helping the world.
Lorna says you'll wish you did have flu rather than Lois and Lynn looking after you.
No, it'd be fine.
We are very
in the shower, cold shower. That'll
as long as you're not frightened by spiders, because they're all round here. You know that, don't you?
I do know.
I don't mind spiders, but if you told me you were surrounded by a tank of snakes, there's no hell in chance I'm coming through your door.
No snakes. Just spiders.
I can handle spiders. Do you know years ago, and I'm talking way in my working life, I was no long started working, and I did a door-to-door company, and basically I chapped this door and I'd given them the parter. Then the next thing you know, they invite me in. Oh my God. I went into the living room and I kid you not, I absolutely kid you not. I looked round about me, there was tanks, reptiles, and snakes he had maceless snakes. Oh my God, I've never made an exit in my life. It was like, I've got to go. I've tried getting over my phobia so many times, and I did try when my friend sent me to get locusts for his lizard, and I told myself I'm going to be the big girl. I've got the big girl pants on. I'm going to go in here, and honestly, I was like, big girl pants on, Lois. Everything's fine. Don't look about you. Just go straight. I took 3 steps in. You've got to push yourself. 3 steps in, and I just went like that to the right hand side. The snake hit the tank like that. I went, ah! And I went back out the shop. I was like, no way. I'm just like, there's so many things that I can do that I've got the ballsy. But see, when it comes to snakes, oh no, not in a million years. See Lynn the other night. This is why I put the status up about Lynn, because me and Lynn were having a nice conversation, and she was talking about coming to the island with me in 26, and I said, yeah, that's brilliant. She says, I was meant to be going to Australia, and I says, you need to watch yourself in Australia with all the snakes and things like that. Well, did not Lynn start the conversation, tell me about all the different snakes from all the different continents, and then started going on about anacondas in South America and everything else, and I'm sitting there going, Lynn, please just shut up, please shut up, please shut up. Talk about something else. I don't care what you talk about, just don't talk about this subject. And there's Lynn rattling on about all the different snakes and all the different... Oh, I'm like, oh, Lynn, you're killing me. You're absolutely killing me.
They don't have snakes in Ireland. Not
No.
one. Not one
Listen,
snake
I'm
in
getting.
Ireland.
It's true that he's right.
Mm.
Absolutely spot on. They don't.
Listen, I've got a pair of stilts so that I can use stilts to walk in the grass, just so that I like doing it myself. Feet and go, ha, there's none.
Mm.
I am absolutely petrified.
You might step on the fairies.
Yes, lots of fairies in Ireland. Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm really, really looking forward to this tour. Adrian Scott and Dave Moody is doing the tour as ambassadors, and I'm really, really looking forward to it because it's 10 days, 9 nights. You get investigations, you get time of day guys, you do other stuff, and it really, really is really good. And
Where is it? Where is it in Ireland you're going?
I would actually give me 2 seconds and I'll bring up the advertisement and I'll read it to you.
Well, Robert says, in 51 years of living here, I have only ever seen 3 snakes in the wild.
You're lucky, because honestly, I think it's TV shows, Robert, that does it to me. So basically, we bring you to many world-renowned haunted venues such as Leap Castle, Charlesville Castle, Charles Fort, and many others. We show you some of the best scenery in Ireland, and we also have surprise places for you to enjoy also. We stay in a very haunted place that is always kept a secret for a few nights where you can investigate all night if you wish. You will have 8 investigations, some long, some short. You also stay in a beautiful castle hotel the night before you leave to go back home. We offer it's just all the different things. So yeah, that's basically what you get. And what you get as well, guys, and this is why I want to really, really get it out there for anybody that's interested in doing it. You also get ancient sites, the music, the pubs, the highways and the byways. I definitely will put the link in, but you do get so much with these tours. I'll actually do it now.
It does.
So that's why I would recommend it. Do you know what, guys? I've never ever did anything for myself, and I just thought, and I keep saying this, and it's true when I say this. In my ears, all I could hear is my gran telling me to go, go and do it, go and do it, go and do it. And I'm going to do it because do you know what? My boy's going to be... Go and do it. Shit. I hate the sound of my own voice. I do. See, when my voice comes back to me, I'm like screeching. My boy will be 17. So it's like, do something for myself. So I really, really want to do the tour. And I seized the opportunity and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this. So that's what I want to do. So yeah, guys, I'm putting the link in the description just now for people that is interested. Also, there is a tour this October. Where are you? There's 2 spots available on the October Halloween tour that's just coming up. If anybody wants to jump on, we could take 2. And what I'll do is right now is I'll put in the comments May's email address, guys. Wait now, because this will take me. I'm not a fast typer. I do apologise. Just talk among yourselves since I'm writing this out.
Yeah, okay, I will. Yeah, so I see, and I mean Ireland, right? When you look at Ireland, that has some very mystical, ancient.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there many times to Ireland, but to not Donegal a lot. I've been there. My brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, lived there, so we went over there And I also went there in the 70s with the girlfriend when all the troubles were on. That was quite scary.
Yeah, I bet it was. Yeah.
But it's a marvellous place, yeah. But like you said, in the fairies, they're heavily into the fairies there, and I would even say scared of the fairies there.
Yeah, and the leprechauns, Tim, they sit at the
And
side.
They build roads around bushes. That could be a fairy fort.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be good?
What I've did, guys, is I've put May's email address for anybody who's interested in doing any of the tours. That's May's email address. As I said, there is still 2 places for this year for Halloween. So if you are interested, I would get it in right now. But definitely, guys, if you're ever interested in doing any tours, please check out May and please check out Secret Island Tours. I have looked at it and it is good value for money for what you're getting.
Yes.
Hi, Nikki. But definitely. Yeah, that it is May Hernan. Yeah. She's really, really lovely. I've actually been on a podcast with May. There was me, May, and Jenny. It was a last minute podcast that I'd done. And it was really, she was dead nice. And even then, she was talking about the tours.
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, guys.
There
you go.
My head is ticking. Yeah.
Len and Tim, you should come together.
Yeah, I tell you, I would like to go, but why are you leaving it to 26? Why not sooner?
Because of finances, you know.
Oh, right.
That's why I'm sort of leaving it to the.
It's quite an expensive trip, then, is it?
It is, but it's well worth the money. I wouldn't.
Sure, it sounds it by what you were saying. It sounds like it.
As plus as well, Adrian and David are going 26, and I really, really want to see them. I really, really want to see them, so I'm kind of like saving it to them. Plus as well, I've no. It's not that I don't have responsibilities. That's not the right word to use. But my boy will be up by then.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of way I'm like doing something for myself.
Yeah, you should.
You need
Definitely.
times. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you need to make time. You're only a spring chicken.
That's it. Listen, I'm 36 on Sunday.
Oh my God! You're younger than my 2 kids. God.
Am I? I thought your Emma was younger than me.
Yeah, she is. I'll tell you, I get confused. She was born in 1990.
She's way younger than me. She's younger than me. I was like, what the hell? Emma will kill you for saying that
you got to remember when I went to school. When I went to school, you learned with chalk. It's quite different learning maths with a chalkboard, and so you get mixed up with stuff.
What you like? So
And
Sunday,
we even had ink in Wells when I went to school. I'm not joking.
You're only a spring chicken. You wouldn't even know what that was, right? Let's just no be kidded here. Used to are spring chickens. You are younger than me.
In the end, 8 1/4.
Wait, so he's like, so on Sunday, guys, 6 a.m. UK time. Yes, I'm off my head. I'm absolutely off my head.
I'm going to try and get up and watch it. I'm going to try and get up and watch it.
I am as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I am going ahead and doing a solo. I will be joined the show by Nina Moody, who is David and Samantha's daughter. She will be joining me because, right, Lois, get this right, because last night you made a big boo-boo.
Yes, she did.
it's Richard Chase that I will be studying and talking about. He was the vampire of Sacramento. So
That's fascinating.
me and Nina will be talking about that. So that will be the start of it, guys. It'll be every Sunday, 6 a.m. UK time. So if you are a crime fanatic and you're right into crime, please come and check it out. It will be nitty gritty, but I will tell you guys straight off the bat that it will be graphical. What I'm talking about. So it will be quite. The reason why I don't do it in my shows anymore is because of the YouTube algorithm, and you've got to watch what you're saying and things like that, so it can get batted to the side. So yeah, guys, check it out, please. Don't worry if you don't see it. It'll be on Things Network for you guys to watch, not a problem. But yeah, that's where we're at. Next week, I know we don't have a guest because that'll be the start of October. And for the 2 shows, I'm sure we've no guests. It's just subjects.
Yeah.
So it will be an interesting one. That's when, Noreen, that's when I find my book. Then I'll be able to tell you what's going on. But I will tell you guys, obviously, when I find the book, and Noreen's going to be sitting there, I can imagine Noreen right now pissing herself. If it's not the fact that I can't say cryptids, it's the fact that I lost my book. So I've lost my book. Hey, Joe, how you doing, love?
Sorry.
And next week, Lo, you'll be showing Tim's video. I will.
Yes.
Just you remind me, darling.
If anybody wants to see it beforehand, send me a message, and I can whack it over, because honestly, it's worth looking at. It's a strange thing. I'll send it to you tomorrow.
Just seen the link. Noreen says, had the inkwells in the school desks.
Yeah.
I'm the same time.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
And Robert says 1990 was just the other day.
Wow.
And they gave you one piece of blotting paper, and it had to last you for like a month, didn't it?
Yeah. And do you remember the toilet paper in the outside toilets, Lynn?
Yeah, the Zach. It was a piece of paper. Eisel.
What was like?
Like tracing paper. Tracing paper it was.
Robert says the fairies took the book to get a laugh. You're bloody right. I can't even remember generally, but I stuck my book.
Shiny Eisel, Noreen, it's true.
Oh.
And Noreen. But yeah, guys, so what's happening in the weird room?
I don't know next week. No, I don't. We sort of play it by ear, to be honest. We don't play nothing. I'm actually got to think of a subject. I don't know what to do yet. I'm going to find something really fascinating.
Do you want me to suggest a subject?
Go on then.
For what is it you're aiming for with your show? What kind of things do you want to talk about?
We do everything. We did paganism last night, which was quite interesting.
Yeah.
But we tried
is that the subject was last night? It was paganism.
Last night was paganism, yeah.
It's just when I read your poster, I wasn't too sure what you were going to be talking about.
No, Eric, bless him, put paganism.
I kind of thought that's who made the poster, and I was like, I wasn't too sure what he was meaning. Not that I'm saying that I don't want MD thinking that I'm saying bad against Eric.
Predictive text or something changed it. I don't know. But anyway, I think we tend to go more towards the face side of things.
The face side of things.
Yeah, we like.
It depends really what you're trying to do with your podcast. I mean, as I said, with the 2 shows that I've got now, they're directed in all sort of directions. Like it could
Oh
be,
gosh, yes, I know they are.
Uh,
It's fascinating.
and as
Mm.
well, the good thing about the shows is we could be serious, we can have a laugh, we can go down rabbit holes, and when you fall down the rabbit holes, you never know whose rabbit hole you'll fall in because you talk about so many different things. And I'm fascinated when I sit here and I listen to you guys talk about the olden days and get the
Yeah.
fact that the viewers come in and they interact and they know and then they start reminiscing with you. See when you've got a show and you've got viewers and the two of you can reminisce together about things and talk about things and have a laugh and everything else. That's what makes a podcast, and that's what works when it comes to a podcast. Without the viewers and interactions, where would we be? Really?
Yeah.
I know.
I don't.
Do you know
You're
what
damn right.
fascinates me? That fascinates me is the Queen Mother's cousins that were locked up because they were disabled, and talk about disabled relatives that were locked up in castles in Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they were disabled. Yeah.
but
You
look
used to
at
get locked. You used to get locked up for menopause and PMT, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
oh god, yeah.
Because
Look at
you was mentally ill.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we won't go into man flu again.
No, I think we would leave that one there, Tim, and we'll go into something different. Have a positive vibe on this one now. Do something positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry. Nori says candle on back of the outside toilet door.
Oh my
And the
God.
body spider. Penny
Oh, I
Rizzo
love.
can never know what they're up to. Silly predictive text. Tell me about it.
Yes. I'm surrounded by spiders in here. They're everywhere. I'm telling you.
What have
Love
you got, Tim? What have you got?
I got tarantulas. I got a red fang, which is quite a potent spider, and I've got little wolf spiders, and I've got jumping spiders, and I've got
I
all
don't like the
kinds.
jumping ones. No.
Yeah, jumping spiders. Lots. They're cute to look at. They look at you, and they actually bend
Yeah,
their
but
heads
you
like
can't
that.
handle them, can you?
Well, I don't handle any of them because they don't like it. So
No.
I don't.
You know,
Anyway,
they're
I don't
quite
want
dangerous
to get
anyway,
bitten
aren't
either.
they? Even when
Pardon?
they've all got venom, everything's got venom.
Yeah,
Even money's
yeah.
got venom. That's how they kill the prey. So they've got this venom, but like it's the hairs that are more dangerous because they'll flick
They
with the
flick
leg,
the hairs. Yeah, they do.
the hairs up off the rump, and
The
they'll go in your skin without you knowing, and they'll come up with rashes because they've got like hooks on them. So they get it.
I got a curly hair tarantula, and she would. Yeah, she's 12. She's 12 now. I've had her 12 years now since little tiny.
I had one called Freddie Mercury.
I used to have curly hair.
Do you know there? I thought Tim said that he had curly hair. That's why I kind of had to sit there and go like that.
I did have curly hair. I had curly long hair. I was a bit of a hippie when I was younger.
Nobody says those buggers are in the tall one. And cute Robert says, got any huntsman spiders?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a Chinese huntsman. She died last week.
Oh, bless. Lorna says, what made you start a spider collection, Tim?
I'm just fascinated by spiders. I love them. I really do. Fascinating things. They're so beautiful. The red fang one I got is probably the most potent spider, but it's got really red fangs. And if she did bite you, she'd put you in hospital. You'd be in the you'd be in the hospital. And she's only she's about an inch across at the moment, but she will grow to a 6-inch leg span across.
Oh boy!
So what have you got them in? Have you got them in vivariums? Which ones? This
They're in
one.
tanks over there, yeah, and over there. You might be
You
able to
got
see
the
one over there.
ground dwellers. Do you
Can you
have
see
ground
one just in the corner there? Yeah.
dwellers? Yeah.
Mm.
Do they live together or in separate units?
They're separate. Yeah, they'll eat each other if you put them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, guys, I am going to wrap it up here, but I just want to begin to thank everybody who's come in tonight and had a laugh with us. I want to thank Lon and Tim and everybody
Yeah.
else in my team as
Lovely.
usual. But definitely, guys, please join us next week. If not, I will see some of you on Sunday for the U Crime Show. Please tune in. I will probably be a nervous wreck. I'll probably be like, I'll sound like a machine gun.
You're going to be fabulous, darling.
But I hope all by myself. Noreen says, been lovely as usual. Thank you very much, sweetheart. Thanks, Laura,
Noreen's always
darling.
there. We love Noreen. She's always there.
I've had my Friday night fix, Noreen. I just absolutely love you.
Yeah.
Laura, darling, thank you very much.
Thank you, darling.
But everybody, all my viewers, guys, I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for everybody. I do appreciate y'all. But definitely, guys, tune in next week. If not, I will see you Sunday. Everybody take care and have a good weekend. Bye, everyone.